Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, I know this favourites is extremely late, but I've been super busy and I did a poll on my Instagram and I was like, should I skip it? Do you guys want to see it? And the majority said yes, better late than never. So I'm going to be running through my April favourites today, and I'm also going to give you guys a bit of a catch up because I mean I've been so absent recently, and if you've been watching my vlogs and other videos you'll know that we're currently in the process of buying a house. It's such a long and stressful process, and as much as I'm, you know, trying to keep on top of everything, like with my recipe clubs and everything like that, it is quite hard. It's quite difficult to just manage everything all at once, but I'm hoping that when everything calms down in the next couple of months that you'll have me back every other day like before. So please bear with me, and yeah, comment down below if you have any tips about packing, moving house, solicitors, everything. Just give me all the advice and tips because I've never bought before. So I'm just going to get started, and I'm going to start off with these products because honestly I adore them. Now these were actually sent to me by a brand, and when I get sent hair items I don't overly like, nothing ever really wows me because to be honest my hair tends to carry itself. It's very thick. I don't need any serums or growth treatments. It's quite nourished even though it's coloured, and I don't tend to struggle with the styling of it. It kind of just carries itself. But anyway, I was sent these, and I think the brand is pronounced Moeri, or I'm not too sure if I'm completely honest, or Mori. Again, not too sure of the pronunciation, but they sent the mineral shampoo and the mineral conditioner. Now this is meant to contain 77 minerals, 5 vitamins and 18 amino acids. To be honest, I've not used a shampoo before where I've actually felt an instant difference with the texture and the feel of my hair. It honestly, my hair is very dry, and as much as a lot of you love it, there are some people that are like, girl, can you just brush your hair please? And honestly it's become so soft and fluffy. I mean it's definitely in need of a cut. It's really long at the moment, but it feels super nourished, super hydrated, bouncy. It doesn't feel heavy or lackluster. It just feels really healthy. And I honestly do think it's down to this because this is the only thing I've really changed. It's got so many ingredients in here. It's paraben free, fragrance free, cruelty free, silicone free, SLS free and GMO free as well. I've actually been using their hair mask as well. I really like it, but the shampoo and conditioner really stand out to me because they smell of orange, and you guys know how much I love the scent of orange, so I love those. I'll link them down below. If I have a discount code I will also link that, and anything I talk about I'll also pop in the description box as well. So next product I have is this tan. As you can see, I finally got round to applying some fake tan, which I've not done in the longest time. Again, I've just not had that time, and for me, when I apply tan, I like to take my time. I like to get a buffing brush like this one and do everything so it's nice and smooth. But because I've been exploring a new hair removal method, which I'll talk about in a moment, I've not really done any tanning. I've just been focusing on hair removal, exfoliation, moisturization. So when it was time to do the tan, which honestly looks so natural and so lovely, I chose this one, and it's the Coco and Eve Sunny Honey. I've heard so many good things about this where I thought, you know what, it's so hyped. Is it going to be any different to anything else on the market? Yes is the answer to that. The first reason is it is so natural and opaque, i.e. you need one light coat of this to get these results that I have today, which is a really lovely olive tan. No hint of orange, no artificial scent or anything like that. This smells delightful. It smells of coconut. Honestly, it's a pleasure to use. Just sniffing it now just makes me want to pump it straight into my mouth. Don't do that. But honestly, it's so delicious. It kind of smells like coconut, honey, treacle. It just smells delightful. Even Andrew's like, that smells really good, and he normally hates it when I have tan on because obviously that biscuit smell, but this is really good. And I've been using it in conjunction with the brush, and this is just perfect for getting inside, you know, your fingers and here where you might get streaks, and your toes and your décolleté. It's just really good. It's a soft kabuki brush, also by the brand Coco and Eve, and I really like this. I used to use a different one from Pixie, but it actually wasn't meant for tan, so it was quite stiff and I had to work it a little bit harder. This one is just seamless and it's really nice. So these two as a pair, I feel, make the perfect tan. Like honestly, really natural, really lovely and sun-kissed. Really like those. Then I have a makeup item. This is something that I've had for a really long time and I lost it. And I realised that I'd lost it because I went to wear it and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I thought, have I packed it? But then I thought, no, I don't remember seeing it. So I bought one again, and honestly, I'm wearing it today on my lips. It is the NARS Pigalle or Pigalle. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's the matte finish, and honestly, this lipstick is just, it's heaven. It's such a beautiful shade. It's that almost browny, blushy, peachy pink, and I really like it. I like it in the winter, I love it in the spring, the summer. It's just a fantastic all-rounder, one that you'll often find in my handbag. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is a matte finish, so it is a little bit drying and it does drag a little bit, but what I do to combat that is I'll get a tiny bit of oil on my fingertips, like I'll get a little bit of Johnson's baby oil. I'll put the lipstick on and I will just literally buff the oil into my lips just to hydrate them slightly. I find it just gives a nice finish, but also it feels much more comfortable, because after not wearing lipstick for so long because of the situation, lipstick has just not been on my radar at all for well over a year. It did feel a bit like, ooh, this feels quite matte for me. I'm not used to it. I'm used to using lip balms and lip oils and just chilling out. But the colour of this is beautiful and I just wasn't used to that texture, but that seemed to do the trick and I really enjoy it, and the colour again is just perfection. So I'll link that down below. I think it's lovely. I'm just going to take a little drink because I'm talking a mile a minute. Ah, lovely, love OJ. Okay, the next product I have is from Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this because I found, again, due to the fact that 9 times out of 10 when you're out you're wearing a mask, and due to the fact that you don't want anything heavy and then you're wearing a mask and it's getting warmer, and my skin has actually been playing ball recently. Like, it's not been very blemish prone, it's actually been okay, especially considering, again, I've been doing some facial hair removal. I thought it was just going to go boom, but it's actually been alright. And I've been using this instead of foundation for most days. I don't tend to wear foundation unless I'm filming, just because, again, I just don't feel that need. I'll pop a bit of concealer on if necessary, but I have been washing this all over the face. So I get a big kabuki soft brush, dip it in and just give it a swipe. And the only way I can describe this is it is like a bit of airbrush. It just softens everything, gives you that ethereal glow. Everything just looks highlighted and buffed and soft and delicate. It's really hard to describe, but it is like a filter. It really does just smooth everything out. It's kind of like that filter Life With Me that I'm obsessed with on Instagram. I just love it because it doesn't make you look any different, it just calms everything down. And I really like that. It just, again, soft focus, really nice, really healthy looking skin, really plump and glowy. I really like it. I have it in the medium 2, which for me is perfect. The next thing is this oil. Now, I'm not going to lie, with the stress of everything, and it's not just the move, there's been a lot going on. Like, Harrison has kicked it up a notch when it comes to his behaviours and the attention and care that he needs. It's become very, very intense, which is fine. And obviously, as he grows, and you know, he's almost at that stage now where his hormones are changing and things like that, there has been a lot on my mind, and everything together it's just been a bit much, if I'm honest. So my sleep hasn't been great, plus the medication I'm on also affects my sleep, but it does so much more for me everywhere else. So I picked up a lavender oil to use in conjunction with my neon diffuser, which is still a favourite, still love it, use it every single day. I couldn't get on without that, to be honest. And the great thing about it is you can mix oils. You don't have to buy the neon ones, although I do recommend them because they're amazing. But I just wanted a really simple, back to basics, organic lavender oil, and I picked this one up. I got it from Amazon. It wasn't terribly expensive, you know, especially when you compare it to the likes of the neon oils. It's 10 ml and it just helps me to calm and sleep. I put this on a couple of hours before bed and I let it waft in the room whilst I'm doing what I'm doing in the kitchen or whatever else, and by the time I come into my room I get hit with that lavender and it kind of signals to my brain, alright, it's now wind down time, and I really like it. And I have it so it turns off an hour after I fall asleep, and it's just lovely. Again, you'd have to appreciate the smell of lavender, which I'm not a mega fan of lavender, if I'm honest, but the calming effects I feel it have, it might be a placebo, but I do feel it does something, so I've been using that for combating my sleep. So before I go on to kitchen and fashion, let's talk about my hair removal. So I have been a shaver since I was about 14 years old. I'm not gonna lie, you can see my hair game it's mega, which meant that at school I was quite hairy, so I started removing it from quite an early age, before I even told my parents actually, and I think they were a bit gutted when they found out that I started shaving, because you know, that just shows that insecurities are starting to play a part in your kid's life, and that's just never something you want to hear. But just to get the point across that I've been shaving for that long, I'm now 34, I'm going to be 35 in July. So the amount of shaving that I've done over the years has definitely caused so many ingrowing hairs on my legs. Like, I can't even tell you guys. And it just got to the point where I'd shave, I'd come out, dry my hair, and then the contrast of the hot and cold air would make me prickly again, because the hairs would just go bing. And I did exfoliate, I did everything that you're meant to do. I just find that the shaving was just, with my hair growth and all the years that I've been doing it, it just wasn't ideal. So I decided to try waxing. Now, like, you know what, I'm gonna get my big girl pants on and I'm just gonna try it. So I got myself this, which is the Miley Professional Stripless Wax, and this is great because you don't have to buy the strip. So you basically pop this into the heater, which I also have. This is also by the brand Miley. I got it from Amazon. It was really inexpensive, but the great thing about it, I mean, it is messy. You do need to dedicate an afternoon to doing this, I'm not going to lie. You pour the wax solids into the little heat chamber and it will gently heat up. You put it on high to heat it, and then you switch it to medium, and it will retain the heat, so you can just keep waxing for as long as you need to without having to keep popping to the microwave. I actually sat and researched how to prep my skin, how to prep my body before doing a wax, and the scent of these as well is coconut and anise or anica. I'm not too sure, but anyway, it's a tropical scent, really delicious. It smells amazing, and it's a super fine texture. So I'll heat it up, I'll literally get a spatula that I bought off Amazon, wipe it on, and then you kind of just do that when it's dried a little bit, kind of like get yourself a tab that you can pull and you pull it off. You don't have to use straps, it's really easy. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, last Sunday I waxed. I did a full bottom like body wax where I did my bikini line, I did my legs, my thighs, the backs of my thighs as well, which are normally a jungle, and my legs are still smooth. For me, yes, it's painful, but it's worth it just for the results that I get alone. I haven't done my arms yet, I'm kind of not as bothered about those, but I have done my upper lip, I've done underneath here where I do get a little bit of hair going on, and it's great. Honestly, I would recommend it if you're like me and you just think shaving is just not the one anymore. I can't keep doing it. So that is what I've been using. I'll link it down below because it wasn't expensive, and honestly it's made such a difference. So now I'm going to move on to fashion and with home. I have not had these sat on my bed. I put them on top of a book for anyone wondering, because yeah, you know. But these are my UGG Mini. I love these. I think they're called the Ultra Mini. I got them, you might have seen in a vlog or two ago. I haven't took them off. These are amazing for the school run, and the reason I bought these, and you guys know I do have the regular chestnut Uggs, but what I find is the difference with these ones is they come to a really flattering length on the leg. It's really hard to show you guys, but when the boot comes to about here, I don't find it as flattering. It's fine, but I think having this one here that comes at this length, it's just a much more flattering fit. They're super comfortable. I love Uggs anyways. I'll link them down below. They look amazing with shorts, skirts, skinny jeans, mom jeans, boyfriend jeans, whatever you want to wear. They look great, so I've been really enjoying those. I had to give them a mention. And then the last fashion piece is my Doberman jacket by Free People. I don't know if I've shown you this before, but honestly I really love it. Now this was a treat I bought myself at Christmas time, or just after Christmas or just before, I can't really remember, but I bought it as a treat to myself, and I've always really wanted one of these because that it's just, I mean, I love Free People as a brand, but they are very expensive. And it was an investment piece, guys, I'm not going to lie, but it's so cool. I love it. It's so heavy and warm as well, so it's ideal for now where it's still a bit chilly but the sun's out, so I don't have to wear something waterproof, but I still want a little bit of warmth, especially when I wear a thin body like this, and it's perfect. I love the colour. They do an array of colours as well, so if this kind of sage green isn't for you, they have so many colours. I actually love all of them. It was really hard to settle on that one, but if that's not for you, they have a range of different colours for you guys to check out. Alright, so now we're on to home, my favourite. So I'm going to talk about this. Now this, not only do I love the colour, you guys know I love orange, this serves a very specific purpose for me. So you guys know, especially if you watch my vlogs on my what I eat in a day, is that I adore berries. I eat berries most days. Raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, all the berries, grapes, things like that. I love. I know that grape's not a berry, but you know, something that you need to wash. And what I find is, as much as I, you know, wash them in a bowl and I'll tip it and everything like that, you still get that layer of water, whether it's in your porridge, whether it's in your yogurt. No matter how long you seem to just pour for, you will always get that. This is like a little basket colander. It's ceramic, but it's for berries, and I wash my berries in it. So before I go on the school run, I'll put my berries, wash them, and I'll leave it just sat on the sink. By the time I get home, they are dry, they are washed, and I can tip them onto my yogurt without thinning the yogurt out with moisture. It's great. I love this so much that I actually picked one up for my friend, and she loves hers as well. And it's just super handy. Not only does it look great, but it serves a very, very specific purpose. It's functional. You could do anything in this as well. You know, you could, anything that needs rinsing out, like a small amount of pasta, or anything that's not going to basically fall through here that you want to rinse, you know, is fine. And I love it. And I love the floral inside. I just think it's very, very pretty. And again, that wonderful rich orange colour, which is also textured. It's like a waffle effect. Really like that. Then I have these two plates. I really love the brand Rose and Grey. In fact, I buy a lot from that brand just because I really love their stuff. I was actually on a wait list for this plate. Every time it came into stock, it sold out, and it's just this kind of side plate. And I can't remember the range this is from, but it's this beautiful ceramic, I would say a cross between a turquoise and a blue colour. This is something that you would see in many a souk in the Middle East. It's that kind of vibrant colour and texture, and it just jumps out to me. It also reminds me of something that you would see in Mamma Mia as well. I just love it. I love it so much that I even got the coral one. They do a blue as well, like a traditional blue and white, but these were the two colours that shone out to me, and because they're not the cheapest, I decided to only get two. But I love those. I love them for my sandwiches, my hot cross buns. You guys know I love my homeware. And then the next thing I got from Etsy. I really like going on Etsy and shopping smaller businesses, not only because obviously supporting small businesses is really important, but also you get a product that no one else has. And I saw this on an Etsy seller's site, which I'll link in the description. It's this beautiful little glass tumbler that has actually been put in a kiln and sealed, so you can drink out of this. So I have lattes in here, orange juice, water, Coke, whatever I want, and it is just stunning. It's a soft pink with flecks of white, and it's textured, and it's a matte finish. It's just, I love it. And every time I've used this in a vlog, everyone's like, where's that little pink glass from? And it's just, it brings me so much joy. I love it. So she does have a few, so I'll link that seller in the description. Next I have this. I think this is from Rose and Grey as well. You might be thinking, what is this? And when I explain it, you might think that's super boring, but for what I do in my line of work, it's essential for me. So this is basically a little silicone rainbow, and this is for putting your pans onto worktops so it doesn't burn your surfaces or mark them. It's basically something that you would use to protect your surfaces from heat. So you could use it as a coaster. I mean, my Le Creuset mugs would fit, you know, a fair size on that. But I find this great for my cast irons. I find it great for my food photography because, you know, that's a flat lay, and I want to protect the flat lay. So I'll put whatever I'm using that's hot onto this, and it's really handy. I also have it in an olive green colour, but I think I packed that ready to go to the new house. But they also do like a coffee coloured one that I've got my eye on, but this is just really lovely, nice and thick, but looks great as well in the kitchen, so I like that. Speaking of food photography, I've been flipping through this book. I'm just really interested in it, and I think picking up tips and having a look at what others are doing is just really interesting to me. But I just love reading about how they create a mood with their pictures. I mean, you'd have to be interested in food photography to appreciate something like this, but I also love the fact that this talks about, you know, the camera settings as well, and what you can do to achieve a certain aesthetic that you're looking for. And this is called the Creative Food Photography, and it is honestly jam-packed. It's got beautiful images. It's by Kimberly Espinal, and I really like it. I got it from Amazon. Again, it wasn't too expensive, but I really enjoyed flipping through that of an evening. I just think it's really interesting actually, so I've been enjoying that. And then the final techie things, my iPad pen and my AirPods. I do not know how I got by without my AirPods before, guys. If you've not tried AirPods and you're a listener to music and podcasts when you're out and about, or even at night in bed when you don't want wires, they are incredible. I love them so much. And I got the cheaper ones. I didn't get like the new really expensive ones. Mine were about 120. I know there's another set out now that's like 170. These ones are great. I really like them. And I also have this iPad pen, which I bought to coincide with my iPad Pro, which I use for my business. I use it for making my recipe cards and things like that. And this just basically charges by sitting on top, and there's a magnetic strip that it sticks to. This is also the Magic Keyboard from Apple, and it makes it into a little MacBook, but you could take it off and make it into an iPad as well, and it's great. I use this again for signing documents as well. So if I have something that I need to sign from like a brand, or for Harrison and Layla's school, I can electronic sign, and it's great. It's just really, really handy. And then I have saved the best to last. If you've been following me on Instagram, you will know what this is. If you want to learn more about it, I wrote a full blog post on this one product. I don't think I've ever done that when it comes to a food product. Just saying. So my friend Henna said to me, Natasha, you need to try this maple butter. And she banged on about it and was like, it's amazing, it's amazing. And I thought, okay, it's amazing, but it's not going to be that amazing. But she said, look, I insist. And she sent me a case of 6 because she gets them from like the local farm shop near her that actually is the creator of this maple butter. And it's by the brand Mousse, by the way. And this is 100% pure maple syrup butter with salt. That is all it is. This is, I mean, I'm down to my last 2 tubs. This is the finished tub. I finished it this morning on my toast. And even just sniffing it now, it's amazing. It tastes like butterscotch, but it's very, very delicate. So it's not sweet, it's not sticky and heavy. It's just a subtle, smooth, creamy butter that just tastes insane on everything, whether it's hot cross buns, toast, steak, bacon. It's amazing. Like, honestly, you have to try this. In the blog post, I linked a few places where you can get it online. And I literally spoke to my friend this morning and I was like, I need to put another order in for this because it's like changed my life. It's changed my world. I've had it every single day since I got it, and I really didn't expect that. It's the one thing that I struggle to eat in moderation. I mean, I don't binge on it, but I've never finished butter this quickly. And I love it. So that's the Mousse Maple Butter Pure Simple Delicious Spread, and I love it. And that is everything. So I'm sorry that this took so long to get out, but I hope that explanation about the move and everything like that kind of explained why I've been super busy. I am actually planning to vlog for the next few days into the weekend, at the end of the week, and a lot of it is going to be packing, moving vlogs, and all of that kind of thing. So if you have any tips, again, pop them in the comments box down below. I need to hear from you because I've never, you know, had to move so much stuff. So anyway, any tips that you have would be appreciated. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are all well, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.